Now, this is a really cool blank. We've drilled a hole in it, and the reason is because we want to use a worm screw to go into that hole to hold this. So we simply thread it on like so, and it'll take a little bit of turning, like so. You can hear it squeaking. It's gonna level itself out. I'm gonna lock in. The American Beauty has a lock right there, so it locks it like that. So now I can use my hands to turn it. It's a little bit easier. So as this goes in, it's going to tighten up against the chuck, and that will hold it firmly while we turn this. Get my fingers out of your way. There we go, and that's good and tight. So carbide's what you want to use when you're working with resin. It chips out a whole lot less. You still have to be careful though, because if your resin mix is old like mine, it's going to be a little chippy. But you get these beautiful shavings off of it when it's working right. I got some rough edges there, so you hear it skating a little bit. So I'll take it softer. Now you can use a negative rake scraper for this, and I'm going to in a little bit, but the negative rake's a little gentler and a little slower, and I'm kind of wanting to remove some stock right now to get it out of the way. But once I have this rounded out, roughed out the way I want it, then we'll go negative rake because it'll do a lot better job of cutting. Although that looks really pretty cool. Almost looks like you could eat it. I don't think it tastes very good though. I'm not only a member, I'm president of the Hair Club for Men. That feels weird, kind of warm. I like that. I kind of missed that feeling. I remember that when I was 6 years old. Yeah, prematurely bald at an early age. So, I've set my calipers to 1.5 inches here because I want to make a mark, because we're going to have to hold this with a very tiny tenon. So I want to make sure that I get this just right. And that looks... If I held it right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So you can see I'm making that little scratch mark. There we go. I can't make my tenon any narrower than that, or I can't hang on to it. So now we want to round out this shape and leave that tenon. Tiny bubbles make me happy. Also, tiny tenons do too. So this is the tiniest tenon I've ever made. I hope it holds up. I didn't want to waste any of this nice acrylic there, or resin that we did. So let's hope. Now what I have to do is, with resin, you want to take it from 80 grit all the way to 600 grit or so, 1000 grit, and then you put a cream on it. So I have all my air stuff running for protection, for breathing. I'm going to bring the speed down. I don't want to melt this. But I'm going to go through the grits, and then we'll work on the paste, and I'll show you how that works. So this stuff is what's going to make our resin shine. This is Yorkshire grit, and this is the regular grit, and this is the microfine. So we'll do both of them in order. So we'll start with this stuffy here. Get some of my paper towel. Okay, we're going to turn this up. And we have it still on the sanding speed, right? So I can apply this and not get splattered all over my face. Now I'm going to pick the speed up a little bit though, and let the abrasives do their work. If you do a really light touch with this, you'll feel a change in the paper as the grit does its job and it starts to polish the resin. You can already see it's having quite an effect. So you just do this for a little bit. You take your time. It's not something you rush through. I'm watching the reflections on the resin. You can see the lights reflecting in it. See how sharp they're starting to get? That's a sign it's doing its job. So come over here. Now you can use a soft towel, but I just don't like using a towel against something like this. If it catches, it doesn't give. So we're going to have to go to the microfine, which is the white paste. We'll see if we'll go in here without splatting the rest of it. There we go. There we go. So now we're just going to gently, not a lot of pressure again. I'm letting the grit inside of the paste do the work. And that's why it's called Yorkshire grit. And you can now see the shining reflections are getting really sharp. So we're not going to be able to finish this entire thing because we have the tenon here. We'll do that later. We'll show you how to reverse that then. But now, let's buff this off real quick. It's starting to look like a mirror, isn't it? I'm excited to see how this looks. Awesome. That is gorgeous.